All right, so the first activity is your vital capacity. So you have this spiromet. So this dial can be moved. So set it to 0 and then get one of these single-use uh, paper adapters. And while you're holding this, breathe in maximally as much as you can. So, and then when you've done that, you're going to put this on here. It's let it fit as tightly as possible. And then breathe in maximally. And then you can breathe out through that plastic tube. And once you do, your this would have moved, so you can read the volume it says. That's your vital capacity. Do that make sure you exhale all that is in your lungs within about, at the max, 5 seconds. And the value that you see on here is your vital capacity, which in my case, it is 1.7 liters, which is very, very tiny. One member of the group get a new pneumotac, pulmo guard, and there is on here two sides. There's a side with a tape marker. So you will put on that side is the front of the pneumotac. So you're going to attach this on, put this on here. So it's nice and it feels, make it as tight as possible. But to make it further airtight, get parafilm. And that looks like this. Nick off the edge, and that exposes the film, and you can take out the sheet of paper around it. So I've nicked the film. I can take that out. So that's the film. So with this on here, you hold it firmly together, and then you put the parafilm on it. You hold it, you pull it a little bit, and then you spread it over the adapter, and you go around and around. This helps make it airtight, so air is not leaking out. If you're in doubt, get another parafilm and wrap it around again. Okay? And so that kind of makes it a little bit airtight. I think I want to do it a second time to ensure that I'm not leaking air. So you expand, pull, wrap around. Now that is ready to go. Okay? What is happening here is, so your subject is going to put this to their mouth. So again, these things are individual units are sterile. So when you use it, if for any reason you're going to stop before the next activity, get a paper towel and place it on the table so it doesn't fall, and the same person can use it afterwards. And when you're done, this is disposed in the regular trash. Okay, so now I have opened up iWorks on my computer, and this is my setup here, my device setup here. And so what I will do in iWorks, as always, is I will click on the preview. Okay, and then I So I am done. I will place this on a paper towel on the lab, so it's unique to me. You don't want to share body fluids, so make sure nobody touches it. And then we can start and go ahead to the measure to analyze the data. So first is now this is my recording. Two things, two key features you can that would help you. So you have now it's showing two cursors. If I click on that, it can make it one cursor. So that's one cursor. The other thing is there are these controls. So this will halve the display time. The double mountains will double the display time. So if I hit the double mountains enough times, notice that the let me also hit the double line to two cursors. So if I put this here, drag this cursor, you can drag it. If I put it here and I drag this one to say here, uh, okay, this time interval from the first red line to the second red line is 12.7535 seconds in the corner over here. The other thing is, what we're interested in measuring is the tidal volume, for example. Well, tidal volume is from the base of one normal breathing. So I'm going to scroll to when I was breathing normally. So I'll scroll that way. Okay. And I will auto scale. This button right here would auto scale for me. So now I was breathing normally over here. This line, the dark line is when I started. So let me make sure that, okay. So I can drag this line here to the base of when, of a time of here to the, I can say, you know what, I want to do 10 seconds. Notice in the top right corner, this is my 10-second. Yeah, so this is 10 seconds. Okay, that's just 10 seconds, okay? So I have how many breaths? One inhalation in, one exhalation out. So that's one, two. So one breathing in and out is one breath. So one, two, three, four. So I have four breaths in 10 seconds. So I can use that to convert to breaths per minute. Yeah, your respiratory rates in breaths per minute. So that's one thing. Then if I want to get the tidal volume, so it's from the base to the top, and so this volume between this notch at the top and this notch at the bottom is what is shown here in the V2 minus V1, and that's 0.61 liters. And then when I did the first forced breathing activity, I want to know my forced vital capacity. I will go to the top of that wave, that maximal inhalation, and go to the bottom of the exhalation, and that tells me it's 2.577 liters. That's the forced vital capacity. The other thing you can measure is how much of the capacity were you able to eliminate in 1 second. So I'll have to leave in this one here at the top. I'll move the second one until the time interval T2 minus T1 in the top right corner is 1. So that's so 1.005 is close enough to 1. And so now the volume I was able to eliminate in that 1 second time period is 2.366 liters. 2.366 liters divided by that, the full forced vital capacity, that's 2.579, is over 80%, which means I do not have any obstruction, and my my FEV1 divided by FVC ratio is normal. It is considered abnormal if it is less than 70, but I'm at, I don't, that sounds like 80 something or something like that. So these are some of the things you're going to do in lab. And so when you're done the activities for the day, again, go ahead and put this in the recyclable, in the regular trash. Put this in regular trash. Um, and then so you're going to measure volumes. We've so so we've done the airway resistance. So the last activity is hyperventilation and how that influences breath holding. And so these are pretty self-explanatory, but I want to be very clear that we understand what hyperventilation means. Hyperventilation is not shallow breathing. It's not panting. Hyperventilation in this sense is deep breathing to ensure that air goes as much as possible to your lungs. Deep, slow breathing. So it will be something like this. Do not hold your breath when you're at the top. Just breathe in as deep as possible, out as deep as possible, so that you can maximally exchange gas. Again, it is not, okay? And we're going to see how that influences how much breath you can hold. All right, see you in lab.